welcome to Pilates with Jen, and thanks for joining me today. Welcome to day 20 of our 28-day Pilates Bar Challenge. Today is going to be all about our glutes and our hamstrings. So really bringing in the fire to our glutes and hamstrings. So once you're ready, join me for this quick warm-up, and just be reminded that if you need more of a warm-up, please feel free to stop, warm yourself up, and then go ahead and join the workout. All right, so just a quick warm up here as we begin. I'm gonna come towards the top of my mat. I do have my Pilates bar ready to go, and my extension straps are at the shortest position that they can be. So I don't have any extension in those straps today. My hands are gonna go ahead, reach out in front of me. I'm gonna find my wrist underneath my shoulders. My abs are gonna be pulled in. Your knees can be hip bone distance apart. Shoulders are back and down. We're just gonna go ahead, begin tucking that pelvis, tucking our chin towards our navel, rounding that spine as you take a nice big inhale. And then exhale, I want you to lengthen that spine, find yourself to that neutral position. And if you like back extension, maybe anteriorly tuck that pelvis forward. Take an inhale, round the spine. Draw the nose to the navel, navel to the spine. Exhale it out. Let's go for two more here, rounding. Remember, if that back extension is for you, then feel free to take it. If you don't like it, just come to that neutral position. Next time you find yourself either in neutral or that back extension, everybody comes back to neutral here. From here, we're going to send ourselves back on those hips. Reach those arms long. Then I want you to come up over the wrist, drop the hips, get yourself that little wrist stretch. Again, bend at the hips and come back. We're going to do two more just like this after this one. Please be mindful that you can always be down on your elbows. When you come on your elbows, you would just come a little bit over the elbows and come back. So for wrist sensitive, you can always, everything can be done on the elbows. This is the last one. Slowly come all the way in. You're going to come back up to that neutral position. Excellent job. We are carefully going to turn ourselves over. And we are going to take our feet and put them into the loops. Once we have our feet in those loops, you can grab that Pilates bar. Loops are on the arches of the feet. Pilates bar is just resting on our abdomen here. Heels are going to be underneath your glutes. Just pull your straps out of the way for a moment. Before we start using this bar, we're just going to warm up the spine in the other direction. So I just want you to go ahead. I want you to tuck that pelvis towards your nose. Push that lower back into that mat underneath you. Begin articulating yourself up one vertebrae at a time. You might be pushing down into the mat or pushing onto the bar onto your pelvis. Whichever one is fine. You're thinking about reaching those knees long, squeezing those glutes up at the top, taking an inhale and exhale and rolling it down. One vertebrae at a time. Let's go for two more. Tuck, roll, vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach long over those knees. Take an inhale at the top, squeeze in those glutes. Exhale, roll it down. One more here. Next time your tailbone hits that mat, go ahead, relax yourself back into neutral. From here, I am going to choke up some up on my straps here. So I'm going to round my straps twice, and then I am going to hold on to them until I find the right strength that I want. So I'm going to keep turning because I want some resistance in this hip work here. So now my heels are coming a little bit close and sit bones distance apart instead of hip bones distance apart. So a little narrower in between. Arms are reaching long on that Pilates bar. Shoulders are back and down. When you are ready, we're staying with a hinge bridge, so flat back. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips. We're going to drop, tap the mat for that deep hinge, and lift. We're going for 8 here. We have 5. Squeeze, don't let that rib cage splay. Keep everything knitted together. We have 3. We have 2. On this last one, stay at the top. Let's add those pulses for 8, 7. Squeeze at the top. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to hold those hips up. Now you're going to lift the heels. Drop the heels. Lift and lower. Squeeze through those glutes, that back body. You got it. Lift the heels. We got 4, 3, 2. Last one. Keep those heels up. Another round of pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take an inhale, go drop those heels. Exhale, you can carefully hinge yourself down. Go ahead, shake your legs out for a moment. And when you're ready, shoulders are back and down. Heels are sits bones distance apart, arms are reaching long. From here, you're going to lift those hips, flat back hinge. One leg comes to tabletop. I'm lifting my left leg to tabletop. We're staying with this left leg lift. You're going to tap it down, squeeze, and lift. Think about holding stable in that glute, trying not to let that hip rock and wiggle. If you need to release some tension, by all means, release it. We got 4, 3, 2, keep that hip lifted. 1, next time that leg comes up, drop it down, lift the hips, not breaking. Right leg to table, lift that left glute, drop it, and lift. Hinging at the leg, so just not dropping the toe, you're hinging. Lift that glute, hold that wobble. Last 3, relax those shoulders. 2, and 1, come back to table, drop it down, lift the hips, hinge it down. Great job. Relax for a moment. Drop your knees from side to side. Ooh, just got a nice back pop there. All right, I am releasing a roll of tension. So be mindful. We need a little more room for this next move. So next move is we're going to do a straight leg kick. So same motion, but a straight leg kick. So you're going to lift your hips. Left leg comes to straight leg. You're going to press it down and lift it up. Then we'll bring it down. So when you're ready, inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift the hips. Whichever foot, make sure you're stable, whichever foot. So I'm going to start with my left. Left is coming to the clouds. We're dropping it down, trying to keep those hips level. Remember, anytime you need more extension, you just add it. Unroll that bar. If you need more, we have 3. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. Breathe in. Can you lift it to the clouds? Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee. bring it down. Go ahead, hinge yourself down. I wasn't gonna let us take a rest, but I will. All right, let's get that other side done. When you're ready, shoulders are down, abs are pulled in. Make sure that ab-rib connection stays. Take a big deep inhale, lift the hips. I'm coming with my right foot to table, squeezing through my left side, stabilizing. Right leg comes straight. I'm gonna lower and lift. Trying to keep that Pilates bar as quiet as possible. Ooh, those hamstrings are talking. Those glutes are talking. We got 3. Breathe it out. 2. Last one, just hold it up. Lift, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to table, drop it down, lift the hips, hinge them down. Great job. Drop your knees from side to side. And then you can go ahead, you can let all that tension out, and you can come to your full Pilates bar. We are just gonna go ahead, lift this Pilates bar up in the air. Knees are bent, abs are pulled in. You're gonna tuck your chin towards your chest. You're gonna take a big deep inhale. You're gonna go ahead, you're gonna slowly roll yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. Keep coming all the way up, pull yourself up. Come up to that sitting position and sit up nice and tall. I had a lot of trouble with that, but that's okay. All right, so my Pilates bar is in front of me. I'm carefully gonna take my right leg, cross it over my left, and I'm just gonna come onto my knees, and I don't have to make any changes with my bar. Now, we're gonna come with the heels, the palms of our hands onto that Pilates bar. If any reason, you can come down to your elbows. You can also put a pillow across this bar and come down to your elbows as well. So whatever works for you, you do what's right for your body. If you don't have enough tension, if you don't feel that tension pulling you here, then you might need to roll up on your Pilates bar. We are going to draw those shoulders back. Abs are going to be pulled in. We're going to extend the right leg long. So my right leg is coming out. Now hips naturally want to shift open. You want to shift them down to the mat. Shoulders are backing in. You're going to lift that leg up towards the clouds. Drop it down. Lift and lower. Lift it and lower. We got 6, 5. Keeping very still through that upper body. Last 2. On this last one, hold it at hip height. Make sure those hips are close to that mat. Flex the foot. Bend the heel towards the glute. Extend it out. Heel towards the glute, extend it out. Try to keep as square to that mat as possible. Extend it long. Yes, you got this. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it up. We're just gonna lift the thigh, lower the thigh, lift, lower, squeeze that glute. Don't arch that pelvis. Everything is strong. You're squeezing through the glute. Try to keep yourself square to that mat. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend that leg long. Bring that knee under your hip. Relax your wrist and come in to child's pose. Go ahead, roll those wrists if you were on your wrist. Woo, hit that thigh or that glute. All right, we're gonna finish up on this side, but I'm gonna turn my bar a little so that it's angling away from the foot that has the strap. Now, my foot, my arm on the inside is coming on top of that bar. My outside hand is just gonna push down, or you can be on your elbow, whichever one works for you. I am gonna go ahead, take that leg, I'm gonna point it long. We're coming wide with a Spider-Man. So if you need more extension, just tilt that bar. From here, you're gonna bend the knee in and push it out. So you're bending it in and pushing out. Flex that foot. Try to keep the knee hip height. Working that outer glute, lower glute, working that side body, working those obliques. We got 4, 3, 2. You know we have one more thing, extend it long. Point the toes to the floor. I want you to tap it down, lift it up. Tap it down, hold those abs in. Just stay looking at the toe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring that knee in, bring it back underneath your hips, fix your Pilates bar, and come back down. Excellent job. Let's roll those shoulders. And I am just gonna turn around with my bar for filming purposes because we're gonna go over to the other side. All right, so elbows or hands are on that bar. Get your knees underneath your hips, your shoulders are back and down. Abs are pulled in. This time my left leg is coming long. And from here we're gonna lift and lower. Remember that those hips wanna be squared to the mat underneath you. Don't let your weight transfer too much over to the opposite side. You wanna even the weight through the center line. And you're lifting and lowering, trying to keep everything quiet in your body. Remember, it's not about how high you lift, it's about activating that glute. We got 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, this is where we hold it up. We flex the heel towards the glute, extend it long. Flex the heel towards the glute, extend it long. Again, watch that weight that you're not leaning over to the other side. Breathe in, out. We have 4, 3, 2. Last one, keep that foot flexed. You're gonna pulse it up and down. Step onto that ceiling above you. Stamp it up. Keep those abs connected. You got this. Breathe it out. We got 6, 5. Relax those shoulders. Last one, just hold it up. Here we go. We got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee underneath. Send that hip on back. And go ahead, relax those wrists if you were on them for a moment. All right, coming to those Spider-Mans on this side. So I'm gonna tilt my left side away from me. My elbow is gonna come down onto the bar. I'm gonna take my hand, bring it to the corner of the mat. My abs are pulled in, my gaze is towards my toe. From here, I'm gonna Spider-Man it in, extend it out. In and out. Yes, breathe it out. We got 4. The other side is burning. It's tired. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. Turn the toe down. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Trying to center my weight back over. That glute wants to give out on me. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring that knee on in. Straighten that Pilates bar and send your hips on back. Great job. All right, you can go ahead, you can take those straps, those loops off the arches of your feet. I am carefully going to come into a Z sit just to give my outer glute a nice stretch. So I'm coming with a figure 4 in front of me and then my thigh pulled behind me. I'm going to take my left hand. It's going to press down into the mat. My right hand is going to reach long. I'm going to go ahead, reach myself over. I want to get that big stretch. Now I want you to think you can drop this elbow. I want you to think about reaching over. Now I want you to try to rotate up to the clouds to try to get this whole outer glute to stretch. Bring it back. And then again, try to rotate it out. Feel that stretch in that whole back line, including your upper body. Bring it back to center. And then from here, you can bring both hands down to the mat. Maybe extend that leg and feel the stretch on the bent leg into that glute. Yes, feels so good. You can go ahead, push yourself up. And I am going to go ahead, switch my legs. So I have a figure 4 with this on my other side. I'm going to move my Pilates bar out of the way. Then from here, my right hand, my left hand's going to reach. I'm going to come up, over, bend this knee, come down, bend this elbow, come down onto it. I'm going to rotate up to the clouds. Close it in. Remember, if that rotation, I'm just working into my rotation on this side a little bit. It's a little tighter. So remember, everything you do is pertaining to your body. One more here. And then I'm going to come back, maybe close my chest towards the mat. Really stretch that leg out, get in to that glute. Maybe roll myself to the right and to the left. And then when you're ready, you can carefully come on up. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this workout. And like always, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until tomorrow, I'll meet you on the mat. Bye.